So welcome to Techno Dad Life, and my name is Jeff, and so today what we're going to be doing is unboxing and setting up this WIMAXIT 10-inch Raspberry Pi IPS touchscreen display. And let's see if it's worth it. And here we go now. So for full clarity, WIMAXIT did send me this 10-inch display. They have not paid me, and they did not ask to review this video before I'm doing it. So let's open this puppy up. So the first thing that I noticed, there's not really any identifying information of the company on it. There is this sticker on the side here where it does say the model number, 10-inch display, IPS, and it is supposed to be touchscreen also. So when we open it up, we got some foam. There is the IPS display. So if we look at the monitor, at first over here we see it's a 10-inch display, IPS, HDMI. On this side we have a brightness volume display, and it has a little rocker switch on it. In the middle we have where our Raspberry Pi connects, and then I'm going to guess this is where there's going to be a USB adapter there to connect to the Raspberry Pi. And then on this side we have a port for a display, which is HDMI, and then we have a touch and a power and an earphone jack over there. So on this side it's nice and shiny, and it does have the peel off on the side there, which we'll leave on for right now. Underneath in the box we have a display cleaner and a review and a quality control sticker. And then underneath that we have some of our adapters, and so like I said, this is supposed to be for all Raspberry Pis except for the one, I think. So here we have a HDMI cable and then a micro USB cable for older Raspberry Pis. Now in these bags we have the adapters for the 4B, 3B, and then we have some speakers that stick onto the back, it looks like. And then this looks like could be a stand, a very small, very small stand. So we'll have to see in a minute, and there are no directions in here. Not that I ever look at the directions, but they're always helpful to have just in case I can't figure something out. So for this project, I have an old Raspberry Pi 3B. At the time of this video, Raspberry Pi 4Bs are a little difficult to find. And so my idea for this project is that I'm going to use this as either a magic mirror type of thing, or something for the smart home, a smart home control panel, which would be able to utilize actually the touch screen, if it actually is touchscreen, because we don't know that yet. Okay, so I have all the parts that we need. So my Raspberry Pi 3B, you can tell no blue there. So there's a HDMI, so that probably goes there. We have the speakers, our 3B adapters. And then we have our screws, and then our little 3D printed stands, which I don't quite know how we're fitting these because it looks like it goes like that. So, okay, we'll figure out in a minute, but let's do the easy thing first. Let's put those speakers on. There's one. Okay, so speakers are on. Now we'll do the standoffs. And on the standoffs, you can see there's little tiny stickers over them, which you have to take off. So we got the 4 standoffs on, and so now we'll attach the Raspberry Pi. So next we'll take the HDMI adapter, plug that in. And then the micro USB to USB. Okay, and then the last step would be attaching the legs, and we have to take off these stickers again. Then we take our last two screws and stick them through these holes in the legs here. These are probably 3D printed legs. Screw those down. Then this other side. And there we go. We can see now we have the nice leg coming off. And so it's a nice stand. So we do have one sticker left, and this has little, these are probably like little rubber feet. There's 4 of them, they just peel off. Since this is a demo model and I didn't get any directions, I don't know where those go, the 4 feet. So the power supply is supposed to be 5 volts and 2.4 amp, and I found this old Apple power supply which is 5.2 volts and 2.4 amps. So this should work fine for our project. So let's plug this in and see what happens. We have the Raspberry Pi OS installed. It's all updated, and so you can't really tell, but this is a very shiny screen. You can see there's my face. So we have it turned sideways so we don't get quite so much reflection. The screen is actually beautiful. Definitely an IPS screen. And so the thing that I wanted to check out was how sensitive is the touchscreens, because I had a smaller Raspberry Pi touchscreen which was not very sensitive at all. And here, if we just do that, so the screen actually responds right away. Just this is a Raspberry Pi 3B, so it is a little slow. But so what I'm actually going to do with this is install Home Assistant on it. And so we're going to use the touch screen here. We're going to add the Lovelace UI to it and then make this the control center for my Home Assistant installation. So now the question here is, would I recommend buying this? And I would say definitely yes if you're going to use it as some type of touchscreen panel. It is a little more on the expensive side. I'll leave the link to this in the description. If you do want to see a video of me making this into a Home Assistant touchscreen, leave a comment in the description below and we'll do that. Well, you take care, have a great day, and see you later. Bye-bye.